Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is your monthly energy check-in for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Welcome Sag, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Today we'll be checking your energy for August 2025. I hope so far you have a pretty nice holiday season. If not, don't worry. Everything passes, okay? It's just energy. And we have some troubles in the sky this month, so it can be rough for some of you. Now, let's check out your current energy for this month. Let's start with your current energy. Okay, we have a Wheel of Fortune. So I really like this card, honestly. There's some changes happening within your life at the moment. Again, this Mercury is a very much, a season for that, for change, right? And the best advice you could have get for the first card in this reading is to go with the flow, right? That's kind of how we can manage this phase smoothly, okay? Wheel of Fortune, I really like this card because you can clearly see how not everything is shown to you while it's happening, right? So she has this dress and you can see the inside of it, but normally we can't, right? We normally can't see what is actually happening while it's happening. So sorry. So what I mean by that is sometimes things happen to you in your life, right? Maybe currently there's a lot of change and things are moving and you're not quite sure why the things are happening the way they are, but there is a bigger plan here, or there is at least more going on than what it's being perceived, okay? And it's a good energy. Change is always good. Change is always good because that's a growth in your life right now that it's happening. And Wheel of Fortune in this position is actually, in my opinion, a good omen, okay? So there is some change, but even if for now it looks tricky or you're not comfortable with it, later on it will bring you more benefits, okay? So let's see what's the challenge here. I feel like many of us usually don't like a change, so usually the challenge is about stepping it, but let's see. Okay. Two of Cups, interesting. Okay. Okay, so a challenge here is related to some type of connection. Interesting. So I'll take it two ways, okay? First, the message that I got is that whatever changes in your life at the moment are happening, it kind of calls you to be disconnected a little bit from yourself, okay? Many times when change comes in, we are changing, right, with it. So huge life changes cause us to change our sometimes behavior patterns or even who we are at times, right? That's the growth part. And with Two of Cups as a challenge, it feels like you may be fighting both energies of yourself, right? So like the past version of you and the new version. There may be some disconnect maybe regarding your values. Sometimes when things change, we reevaluate what we believe in, right? Or what is important for us. So for part of you, Sagittarius, I get the message that at the moment with some changes in your life, a challenge here is to stay connected to yourself, okay? Try to let yourself grow, but also remember who you are. Like, what are your values up so far? And, even though there's a change and it is better to go with the flow, you always have the power to choose and to stay grounded within your views, right? Let yourself explore, be open-minded, but there's some core views and values that you don't have to change, okay? And trust me, you can become that new version and still keep part of you from the past. So again, a challenge here is to stay connected, okay? Don't split up and try to see the value in both of these polar views that you may have, okay? Now, for the second part of you guys, I feel like, well, it can be about the connection with someone else, right? It can be magical. It can be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. As a challenge here, it may be that the connection is developing, okay? Two of Cups, it's still a fresh connection. So it may be someone that you're still not as committed to, okay? You can be already in a relationship with them, but it's still like, it doesn't hit that crisis phase yet. It's still in the honeymoon season, okay? And maybe it's soon hitting that phase, or maybe there's some changing coming in. And a challenge here is to how you deal with those life-changing events and still maybe including that connection, right? When a connection is becoming a challenge, within your current energy that is very changeable, well, it's actually a good quote unquote test for that connection, right? Whether it's romantic, friendship, or any other type, and to see how the other person would react, right? To the changes within your life. Like, are they there? Will they help you, or will they want to stumble your growth, right? It may be that just the connection itself is developing and there's some changes going on within, and maybe you're asked to commit more, or maybe you want someone to commit to you more, okay? And that can be challenging for connection itself. But again, Wheel of Fortune, it's not a bad omen. It's the growth, and it's happening right now in August. Pretty nice energy. You may be discovering new things about this person, okay? With Wheel of Fortune, it's sometimes something that we're not necessarily expecting, right? Like, you think someone is this way, and then you're going on a trip and you're like, oh, I didn't know that about you. It's like 100% shift, But it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just, more information to what you already know. So it's interesting. Let's dive into your subconscious. What is happening here in your subconscious regarding this energy? The World. Wow, beautiful. This is huge energy. You're very powerful at this time, and actually, I'm really happy to see this card in your subconsciousness. So it feels like you got it, okay, basically, and it feels like you feel content, and like something is coming into completion. Again, with this card, a little careful, a message that the world and your energy within the world, it's like, okay, something is coming like to an end. At the same time, it's like it's a completion, like it's a final step. It's something that you maybe wished for is coming into fruition. But with the Wheel of Fortune, you never know. It's a half of that card in a way. And it's like, okay, something may seem one way, right? We're coming to this. And then Wheel of Fortune is like, actually, I want to take it a step back, or, 3 steps ahead. So it's good that you feel this powerful, and it's good that you feel like, how it feels? It feels like you're right where you're meant to be, okay? Just don't try to jump into like too much control with this energy. I don't see it for now, but it's just like a quick reminder with the world, when we feel we're on top of the world, we feel like everything is under our control, and that's not necessarily the case, but it feels like you're content with where you are. And yeah, with the World card and the Two of Cups, again, it's like, it's a joyful energy. It's a connection that it's coming into fruition. It is kind of like a destined connection, either with someone else or within yourself. Like, you feel you're finally coming into the person you're meant to be, okay? Or you're finally creating something that has a potential to be something for a long term, right? Or something good in your life. Everything is falling into places. So it's very interesting that subconsciously you also have this powerful energy, this almost like also so much experience maybe from past that helped you get where you are, and you have like this deeper understanding of what is happening at the moment, okay? So I like it a lot. It's actually very powerful for you this month. There will be some how to say, like, there will be some huge realization about you, maybe in regard to someone else, to a connection, but just within yourself. Like, you understand yourself on a deeper level, I feel, this month, okay? It may be because of some changes and challenges, but you are growing hugely, okay? And also just like a side story, there's something coming into end here in a good way, like a cycle is completing itself with the World card, right? So subconsciously, I feel like you're like stepping into some milestone, okay? There's some achievements that you've like, okay, now I got it. Like, I was working for it and now I'm here. And it doesn't have to be work. It can be like mentally, it can be within love, it can be anything in your life, okay? Very nice energy. I actually love it. It's beautiful. Let's take a quick look into your past energy. Wow. Sagittarius, you're on fire this month, okay? The Strength card in the past, beautiful. So you see, it feels like in the past, recent past, you've just made peace with some part of you, like who you are. This card is talking about claiming your power, okay? Both the bad and the good. So you figured out recently maybe how to tame parts of you that maybe are not that easy to understand, even for yourself, and you've come in terms with it, you know. Many often when that happens, there's different connections showing up in your life because we are already whole within ourselves, and that's how I feel like you are. You've accomplished this fulfillment within yourself on some area level, and that brought you a lot of confidence and just like security within who you are as a person. That's beautiful energy. The strength with the world. Maybe it's like for some of you, maybe you've healed some things from the past, like past traumas and stuff like that. Maybe you've broke like a unhealthy pattern within your love life or within your life or with your career, whatever that is. You've accomplished something, and it's not something that is like external. This is something that you've worked internally, that's changed your persona. And you know, many times when that happens, we also, like as a challenge here, sometimes stay disconnected from ourselves because it's just so much change, it's so much growth. It's like, what version am I today, right? But I feel like this what happened recently, it the way, the mindset that it puts you on, it's prepared you for this current energy that it's a wheel of fortune and things are changing because you've changed. Okay, so like, you know, when we make that step and growth and we move forward, the world is kind of like getting our vibration and it's like adding up. So maybe that's why there's you know, some important new connection in your life, or maybe you basically are growing within yourself, within the changes that are showing up for you because you're ready for it now. I would like end this reading right now because the energy is amazing. But let's keep going. What are some advices here? I feel like we're on a very good path, but maybe there's something more you can take care of. And of course there is. Okay, we have Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so there's still some work to do, as always. Now, with the Strength card in the past, it feels like you tamed your demons, okay? Whatever that is, your trades, you work on yourself and etc. But, note but, and now, there's some space, right? When a connection shows up here as a challenge, to let others also be in your life, okay? You've worked on yourself, mostly alone, right? Internally. And now we need to connect to the external world. I mean, you don't need to do anything, but it would be nice because we're all here together, okay? Each one of us in the end needs the other. So what is showing up here with the Four of Cups, it's just advice to let others be within your life on a deeper level, right? So you may have a tendency maybe, or at the moment you're not really open to let others in, okay? It can be romantically, but doesn't have to be. It feels like you kind of established some type of independence and you feel so good within yourself, but maybe you're not very good at trusting others, or there's something that you just don't want to get disappointed on, right? So maybe you're pulling away a little bit, okay? So that would also make sense with our Two of Cups showing up as a challenge here, right? You may be pulling away from your loved ones, maybe from this new romantic connection, because you feel very good within yourself, okay? And when you feel that good alone, there may be like thoughts showing up like, you know, I will let someone else in, I will delve into that connection, and then I will end up hurt, right? That is a possibility, of course. But if you're not doing this, this will be your limit, right? Which is beautiful, but you can get more, you can have more, right? And you're prepared for it in a way. So there needs to be maybe some changes, or maybe when these changes in your life come, you should let the connection that you're in help you, okay? So I get the feeling of a Sagittarius who is very well established with themselves right now, and whatever is coming in the current energy, and it's, you know, changing or challenging you, you kind of want to deal with it alone, okay? Because maybe in the past you did and you did great, that's good, but right now you don't, you're not alone. There's a connection here, and well, whoever this is, they kind of need to be included, or like you at least have to let them be included in some way, because this can lead to a rejection, and if you reject someone, well, they will feel it, right? So part of establishing this connection further is letting that person see your best, but also your heart, and let them help you, okay? Include them in your life fully, not only when it's good, right? And sometimes it's harder to face challenges or changes with someone, right? Because there's another person, and their feelings, their things, their thoughts and stuff like that. But that's here showing up for you in an advice, right? To let others also be included within your life emotionally and be vulnerable. You don't have to be ashamed of different parts of yourself, okay? Yeah, it's time to interesting. It's time to show it up for the others, okay? So I was, before I move into your future, I was thinking about how you show up, and Page of Wands, it came out here. So I feel like you're curious, literally, this card, especially this representation. It's full of curiosity and this like charm for life, okay? So, give me a moment, because I get few messages here. So like a big part of what I'm getting is that which I don't love. I kind of feel like you may want to test this person, whoever they are, okay? So like you're curious how much they can take before they're out, but you will not do it by the way of like opening up and sharing your life. You want to trick them a little bit. Okay, that's one of the messages I got here, okay? If that's what you think about, please think about it twice. It's not the best energy to go for, okay? Just a quick reminder, like, this asks you to be emotionally honest, not to be like, how would you handle this challenge, or, you know, like, whoever this is, they're not at war with you, or they're not challenging you in any way. There's no winners here. They are here if you need them, right? So, for majority of you though, I get you're curious about this new connection. I think like you're curious how this may show up, and also there is a lot of passion that is here, okay, for this other person. So there's this like butterfly feeling still within Two of Cups, right? Maybe for some of you also just don't want to destroy it. Like it's such a nice, easy, fun way and stage, okay, of most of relationships, but there are some changes coming. It's something that you can't really avoid, okay? So it's either you show up open to them with someone, or you will that may be it, right? It's a flame. If you don't try to make like a fireplace, don't grow it, it will just go away, okay? With this, I feel also like you're maybe trying to, just because of how this picture looks like, I feel like you're trying to look for like, not problems, but like you're trying to look for like maybe bad traits about this person, whoever it is that you relate to. Like you're trying to look for red flags, because maybe this is the energy that is showing up because of your past, right? So in the past, people disappointed you, you lost the trust. Maybe even this person, I don't know, it doesn't feel like, but okay. And now you're trying kind of be extra careful. So you're like fun, you're loving, but you're not really that serious. And you're looking for this person very, very in a detailed way, right? You're trying to look for stuff within them. Is this a safe person, right? You know, the funny thing about it is that you won't find it unless you try it, unless you will let them into this space of unsure energy, right? And this change, and then you will see how they react, okay? Before that happens, anything that you're seeing, it's like, it's a false, it's a false view, okay? It's a surface level view. Yeah. it's funny because like you're curious, you want to explore this connection, but you're being extra careful, and this carefulness, it's slowly changing into like doubt or like self-fulfilled prophecy, right? So the more you look for problems, you will find them, right? So I'll be careful there. Let's look at the possible future for a moment, because we forgot. Oh, I forgot about that one. Let's see what it is. The moon. Oh no, Sagittarius. Yeah, you see, that's what I was talking about. I feel like if you start looking for troubles or like loopholes, you will find so many questions that are yet to be answered, okay? I don't find the moon necessarily as a bad energy. The moon just simply says to us that not everything is uncovered yet, right? And that's for every new connection. It's just Two of Cups, okay? It's a very early stage. So you need to get to know this person before you make any huge commitments. But in order to get to know them, you need to show yourself a little bit as well, right? They need to do that and you need to do that. So there needs to be like a mutual let off the guard here. Again, I feel like you're in a good spot to do so because there's some changes coming once again. I think I said the change so many times in this reading already, but that's what is happening. There's a growth of this connection, and it has to encounter some challenges. At the moment, when you look at the future, it's a moon card. I think it's because, again, you're looking for some... You have a lot of questions, but I feel like you're not asking those questions. I feel like you're just making assumptions, okay? Based on what these people showed you so far. There's needs to be a space to get to know each other, to make mistakes, okay? To put each other both in the maybe not the most comfortable situations, just to see how the other person reacts, okay? And soon there may be some new informations you're finding out, or informations that weren't accessible for you at the moment, okay? I don't necessarily see it as a huge secret coming out, but there may be some things that you didn't know about this person that you would prefer to know, but there's no way you figure it out on your own, okay? You need to ask questions, you need to explore this connection. It gives me the Sagittarius who is very independent, went through a lot, got into this power, and they don't want to lose that power. But in many ways, creating a connection is giving out a little bit of your power at times, but also that works both ways. So you both can understand your weaknesses, right? Your weak spots, and then grow it together. And I feel like you don't want to do that part. I feel like you want to skip that part, find out all that it is about this person, and then decide if you want to, carry on. That's kind of not how it works, right? For some of you, for just a little bit, some of you, I get the feeling that there's something that you don't want this person to know for the moment, or maybe you feel like if you tell them, they will be scared. I don't know what that is, but there's something in your past, or maybe about your behavior. Maybe some of you have some, I don't want to say it, but like maybe like a disease, or, something that it's like something you need to live with. I don't know, maybe some of you are just not neurotypical, like ADHD and stuff like that. And you're just scared to address that. But whatever it is that you're trying to cover up, it's better not to, because this is coming out in the future, okay? So if you're trying to cover up something because you don't feel like you can open up to this person, now I'm not telling you that if you feel like this person is not respecting you, you should open up to them. That's not what I'm saying. But if you feel like this person is overall doing very well in your life so far, you need to be a little bit more vulnerable, whatever that is that you're maybe like a bit shy about, or the other word, shamed for, right? Because that's the only way this connection can grow. If these things show up in the future without you addressing them, this person may feel like you don't trust them, right? Or you just you weren't really taking them seriously. So yeah, I feel like you're trying to see if this person is worth, or if this person has it in them to know your secrets. But the way you're going about it, it's kind of like making a test and not really going within your heart, okay? It's like a trickery energy. I can't really, I don't see enough cups here, or like enough pulling out your heart for the other person, for me to see that you want to like really be vulnerable and do it, let's say, the healthy way. Okay. Ay, Sagittarius. You're a fun sign, you know. You many often, I don't know if that's a rule, but a lot of Sagittarius that I know, they camouflage with a humor, and you know, this is not the time to do so. So let's see the energy around you. Oi, that's a lot of energy around you. Okay, we'll take this card just because they fall out all together. But give me a moment. It's Two of Wands, it's Nine of Cups, and a Page of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So right off the bat, there's some like there's some emotions that are not being expressed. Like someone is holding on to like some vision. They're not showing it to you. Okay. So someone is very much guarding their emotions, but they feel a lot, okay? A lot of feelings. Maybe it's the other person that is here in your life, okay? Maybe it's the overall energy around you. But there is a lot of love here with the Knight of Cups. It's just I don't know what words to use. I feel like it's true, okay? Like someone truly has those feelings. They're not expressing them, that's for sure. It may be a little bit too fairy-like, so there's some need to be a bit more realistic, okay? So again, maybe it's like how to say it? So when you want to show up for this person the best way possible, right? No flaws, no anything. They kind of create this vision of you that it's not real, right? It's like this fantasize way to see romance, and again, like, it's better you tell them before this becomes the reality. I feel like this energy is aware that it's not that realistic. They're also, you may feel like they are too fantasy-like too romantic, like maybe, you know, they do a lot for you, but it doesn't seem like they're serious. It's just like a lot of flowery, and maybe it's like a love bombing, you know, stuff, but they're not really making serious move into the future. So everything is very surface level. Okay. Interesting. So this is the first look I'm getting on this other energy here, which maybe I can understand you a little bit more right now. Because, yeah, you don't want to be vulnerable. They don't seem that serious, at least for now. That doesn't say that they don't have serious intentions. It just feels like they're not moving. Honestly, you're also not in the energy that it's very like, you know, serious open heart. You're in a playful energy, okay? So it's kind of like you're reflecting each other. If you're in a very playful energy, you know, let's have fun, let's discover. They kind of try to match your energy. You know, with the Knight of Cups, they're, let's say, level higher when it comes to some emotional commitment to you, but they're very much not moving further than this, if not even retreating, because they see you're in this still like discovery place about them. It kind of gives me like this feeling like this person wants to see some future with you. They would like to make some plans, but it doesn't seem realistic because they feel like you're playing, you know, like you're just having fun. Like it's not, you're not in a bad energy. Like, it's good you're having fun and you're exploring because it's still a fresh connection. But they already caught some feelings and they don't understand why you're still in this Page of Wands, why it's not moving forward in a way, you know? And then they're kind of reflecting that. But with Two of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, it makes me feel like they really want to move this farther, or at least thought about it, and now retreating because they're not sure of your energy. Guys, there needs to be some conversation here, okay? There needs to be a conversation with yourself and with the other person, like, hey, how you feel? Because it feels like both of you like each other and there's fun, but neither of you knows when they want it, where, or if they want to take this connection somewhere, okay? And the energy around you, I feel like they feel it more, like you feel comfortable in this exploring era, maybe because you're protecting yourself on an emotional level. Okay, so this is very comfortable for you, but for them, they already want to dive a little bit deeper on some level. So here you have those changes coming in, right? They want to grow this connection in a way, and they don't know where you stand. So again, for the moon to not show up in the future, okay, for those secrets to not come up out of nowhere, I think you just need to have a clean conversation of what it is expected in this connection moving forward, okay? And it needs to be honest. There can be no playery here on your side, Sag, okay? What are you feared for? I want to know. What's here stopping you a little bit? Is this emotional past harms? Most likely, but maybe there's more. Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you're very comfortable in this position of like looking what's here, but not really making any risky step on your side, which again, like I can understand. It's normal, but this is stumbling on your growth, and this is not really Queen of Swords, great energy for research, but it's not a great energy for developing a connection, okay? Because she's very much guarded, and it feels like you're scared to let your guard down, basically. Yeah, so something that we had here with Four of Cups, letting others see your pain or see the need of help, right? And you're very much holding this person onto, like, on the arm length, right? So you're not letting this person to see too much of you, while you are looking at them, okay, quote unquote spying, looking for their wrongs and rights, little secrets here and there, but not really letting them explore in the same way, which I understand this person feels like, it's kind of not balanced. Okay, so a challenge really is this month, connection. And what necessarily in this connection will you being more open to it emotionally? And it's not even I'm telling you like, oh, now you have to go and pour all your secrets. No, but this is not equal. You see, you are in a very safe space. Okay, you're having fun with this person when you want to have fun with them. You're exploring them. You are figuring out different stuff while still very much holding on to your stuff and not telling them anything. And I think that this person with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I feel like they already told you a lot of stuff. With this energy, I feel like they feel a bit unfair. Like they showed up with the Knight of Pentacles. They were very open, loving, and they offered so much. They opened so much themselves, right? And they feel like you not did the same, right? So I think they may be retreating right now because it's like, well, it's one-sided at this point, okay? So Sagittarius, if you like this person, I feel it's time to, be a little bit more vulnerable and a little bit on the same page, because I feel like they won't hold for too long, honestly, if you keep doing this, because they already are losing sight of the future. Can't really make a stable plan with you, and I'm not saying you have to make a plan already to get married, but like anything that would give this person more reassurance into you being more serious and open to them, okay? Let's see what is the outcome for this energy. And after that, we will move to some oracle messages. Okay. Didn't really feel like this card matched, but okay. Ten of Swords. Endings. Interesting. There's an end to something as a completion here. I'm not sure what it is about, but you don't want it. Whatever it is, this ending, you don't want it, okay? So again, maybe it's just like a little heads up that this may end, this connection that is blooming pretty nicely so far, because of some secrets, some closed off on your side. So I think that's great. We got this reading done right now in August, so you can step up and try to meet this person on the same level. There's a warning here that this connection may expire, may just end. Someone may leave because they're just not about this. Like they're here to create an equal connection. They really want to make some nice plans. They see you in their future, or at least saw you like very recently. but you need to work on yourself and open up for this connection in order for it to grow. You can just like sit there, watch them and see how it resolves. You need to be actively sacrificing, let's say, as this person is, or maybe like setting yourself up for unsureness like this person is. Like you can just be in your safe zone and they're doing all the work. Okay, it doesn't work like that. So that's the energy for this August, I feel like. Okay, so Sagittarius, I hope you didn't feel like I I went too hard on you. Okay, I want to support you in this. I feel like this is great connection, but I need to be honest with you. You need to do some work on your part for this person to stay in your life. Okay, I always says it how it is, because I want you to grow. So let's see some oracle messages that we have here from the Star Seed Oracle. For you, what is this? Beautiful image. Let's see. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Yeah. So power struggle here a little bit on your side. I feel like you need to, again, give a little bit from yourself and trust that you're being led in the right direction. So basically, this Wheel of Fortunes often talks about how whenever something is happening, let's say this connection is evolving, we want to take control over it, right? Because we care. But the idea is here to trust where you're being led and not stop yourself. Don't play games. You should show up as your real self, okay? And trust that this is someone who wants to create something with you here. So I would dip the power and start to be a little bit more aligned with the energy of that person, okay? And we have one more message here, number 3. Number 3 is a creation, you know, it's like takes one and the second, and then we have 3. And to create something, we need to collaborate, okay? It has to be us working together, not against each other. Okay, I'll just show you these 2 cards right here. And number 3, without a body, they have the arrogance of young people. They think they have understood that they are right. Their attitude is touching and calls for benevolence. They still need to listen. We are never really done growing up. Welcome help and advice. I really love that for you, you know, because this kind of is going back to the work you've been doing in the past. Like you feel very powerful, and with that power, arrogance may come sometimes into place, right? Or just the idea that you've done it, like you did the work, it's done. Guess what? It's never done, okay? So as the card says, like we're growing up all the time, and right now you have a beautiful energies around you that want to help you with that growth, and there's a task to let them, okay? There's a need to let them help you within that growth, for you to create something new and beautiful, okay? Something that will benefit you as well. So I hope you will take that message, and I hope in next month I'll see you beautifully in love in the cards, okay? Because for now there's need to be some changes within. Hope you take that message with love, Sagittarius. And thank you so much for being here today, okay? If you want to, you can subscribe or leave a like. I also do daily tarot readings on TikTok and YouTube. If you want a private reading with me, you can book that via email. It's in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great month. Bye-bye.